So it's Watcher time in our rotation here. Watcher, who's proved pretty interesting to me on this current challenge, just because in the quest to master all of her cards, we do have to make different card picks than sort of the usual. Ooh, this looks to me like a very excellent spot to take 250 gold plus a curse. I'm thinking we should take a few more curse starts in general in order to be able to master the remaining curses. In fact, there are a couple of curses that we can only get by taking random curses. What's it called? Clumsy is the main one here. The ethereal curse, functionally identical to Ascender's Bane here. But different. We get that by transformation. Yes, you can also transform curses to get different curses. That's actually a tactic I hadn't considered for getting Curse Mastery, but definitely one to keep in mind. Being able to transform a curse and get a guaranteed different curse. That's pretty valuable. Hey there, D-Money. I use a steel case swivel, it's called. Chair designed for adjustability and ergonomics. Decided, after struggling in previous years and chairs with body pain from spending too much time in a chair that wasn't comfortable enough, I decided any price was worth paying to avoid that. So I paid a lot for a chair. And I've been very happy with it. Transforming curses sounds like it will bring you pain. Yeah, steel case chairs in particular are very expensive, but again, I don't regret it at all. Yeah, you got to invest in the things that separate you from the ground, the things you spend the most time in contact with. Just like a mattress or shoes or tires is the advice, right? So we get Parasite as our first curse. This is a curse we have not achieved mastery of. And should we choose to remove it, we'll lose 3 max health. But we're also rich. Hooray. Definitely a card we could try to achieve mastery of. It's not too difficult to get another one of these. All we have to do is encounter a writhing mass later in the run. And parlay with them. Old Man Twitches says, Body used Herman Miller Mira 2 during COVID. Great decision. Oh, yeah, I bet. I bet. So we won't be able to kill. Always draw 3 defense or vigilance. Okay, so we can enter Wrath here. Okay, that's fine. Probably actually want to just play 3 defense rather than playing Vigilance and exiting Wrath here, with 1 guaranteed strike draw and lots of chance to draw another strike. What's the worst draw we could have? 4 defense, and then I would take... they'll be attacking for 11? 22. Block 15. Take 7. In the very worst case scenario. I don't think that's too likely. Although the Parasite does increase its odds. There we got the other strike. Almost happened, though. Easy. We still haven't mastered Consecrate? I guess I must have lost that run. Well, still a very good early common card. I'm going to grab it. Fast Ass Panda, thanks for the 10 months. Hey, y'all. Clint, thanks for 4, and Skyfish, thank you for 31 months. Always such an overwhelming display of support when I come back from a weekend. It's crazy. Crazy. So, you have essentially 24 health. Do I see that correctly? Yes. 15 plus 9 is 24. So we can go Eruption on the back one. Miracle, Strike the front one, and it should die. Yes. Okay, good. Get a potion. So far, the curse has not actually held us back at all. I'm actually happy with either of these cards. Retain keyword is a little bit more valuable if we have any dead weight in the deck. And I would like either a second way to get into Wrath or a retaining high damage card. Although Windmill Strike is not what I consider ideal as far as retaining damage goes. It does serve the role just fine. It kills early elites. It'll kill Hexaghost. Hey there, Milka. It's all about the context in Slay the Spire. Very hard to choose Rainbow versus Buffer, for example, in a complete void. But the more considerations that you can, the more contextual considerations you can add, the better you can inform your decision making here. That's what makes Spire such a delightful game, but also a very, very tricky one. It's actually really difficult to just say what are the good cards in the Spire and what are the bad cards in Spire, because which one is which depends entirely on what day of the week it is, essentially. So when it comes to Rainbow versus Buffer, the first question I would ask is, do you have any focus in the deck? Do you have a Defragment, a Consume, a Data Disc, anything increasing the damage per orb? In that case, Rainbow's looking pretty good already. Or do you have additional orb slots from Capacitor? That would also make Rainbow better. For Buffer, do you have an Amplify or anything that can duplicate a power card? Do you have good block cards already? If you don't have good block, then Buffer becomes more appealing because you need something to block with, and Buffer can work. If you can duplicate the Buffer, it gets better. Do you have enough energy to play the Buffer at 2 cost? Although I guess that applies for Rainbow too. Thoughts like these are the questions you should ask yourself. Do you have any relics on your relic bar that look like they would help either of the cards? What card is the best day for Wednesdays? Searing Blow. It's a genuinely good Windmill Strike. And it does work with Strike Dummy, that's true. Only as a time buffer for the time saver for the scaling deck, says Meg Chan. Mostly, yes. It's also a really good panic button for the occasional really big hit that you don't have an answer for. It's great, like Bronze Automaton's Hyper Beam, big boss attacks in Act 3, surprise transient fight you weren't prepared for, stuff like that. What's my favorite starting bonus? Either remove 2 cards or 250 gold, I would say, are some of my favorites at the moment. The one you have to trade a downside for is often very, very strong. Might not seem immediately apparent why you'd want to remove cards right at the beginning. Highly advise getting rid of strikes and defends. Depending on which character you're playing, you may want to go strikes first or defends first. But either way, getting rid of starter cards allows you to draw the added cards you've put into the deck. You know what? I am going to take Windmill Strike. Lets you draw your upgraded cards more frequently, lets you cycle through the deck more frequently, and just makes you a lot more consistent overall when you can remove cards, especially bad, unupgraded cards. You could get another curse, Regret. Don't recommend stacking the curses. I don't think that would help us very much. What is our path through this act going to look like? I guess if I go to this elite or shop at all, I've kind of locked away the rest of the act in an awkward way. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, let's take 5 max out. That's usually my approach at this event. And I guess I should go to this shop, which is going to lock us into 2 stores, actually. And then very few elites this act. Mostly upgrades. This is why I maybe should have planned out the whole act before I actually settled on 250 gold. I guess I can get over to this elite. But that would require sacrificing 2 rest sites? That's probably still worth it. Okay. What do you got? Wow. There's the transmutation. Was being asked about. On sale Battle Hymn is actually not bad here. If I'd taken Crescendo, it'd be a bit more appealing. Talk to the Hand, always a good early pickup. I think it's particularly useful against Hexaghost as an Act 1 boss. So further incentive to grab it there. Very hard for me to turn down a Scrawl, one of the most powerful cards Watcher has access to. I definitely would argue that this is the best card draw card in Slay the Spire. Especially upgraded at 0 cost. It is absurd. And I would like to remove cards. I don't know if we're actually going to remove this Parasite or try to live with it. Maybe we should live with it. Yeah, I'm buying a Scrawl. And since I'm going to another shop, actually, let's keep our money here. Get enough money from this elite to be able to afford another relic choice at the next shop. But probably just remove a card when we get there. Yeah, drawing an entire hand is truly ridiculous. Alright, I can reliably use a miracle on the Scroll turn, so it's got a bit more value to it now. That's for sure. Give that Jawworm a bit back. Sir Artemiel says, what are some upgrades that are better than random relics? Some cards you absolutely upgrade over having a relic. Yes. In any deck that is... Here's a blanket rule for you, actually. Any deck that is 20 cards or smaller, an upgrade that says either +1 draw or -1 energy cost that is also reusable. So Cool-Headed into Cool-Headed plus, Acro into Acrobatics plus, Skim into Skim plus, Battle Trance into Battle Trance plus, or a reusable energy discount like Dual Cast into Dual Cast plus, Havoc plus, Phantasmal Killer plus, anything like that that doesn't exhaust and gets either plus draw or plus energy. Super good. Super good. Better than a relic by far. And a great example of that for Watcher is Eruption Plus. Gets a -1 energy discount, does not exhaust. Very, 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 very good upgrade. It just dramatically improves your basic card economy, allowing you to play more cards per turn of combat in a really, really effective way. Ooh, Empty Mind versus Follow-Up. I like them both here. I think we could use one more decent slap of a card. And Follow-Up's great. Follow-Up is pretty reasonable damage. Actually, very good with Scrawl. Yeah, let's grab the Follow-Up. It's essentially 0 cost energy-wise if you've already played an attack previously, and it's pretty easy to make, having played an attack previously, the condition here. I'm going to draw 3 on turn 1. Yeah. Do I use the Scroll? Yes. Yes, I do. So I would like to draw the Eruption, please. So we're going to do what? Strike, Follow-Up, then Scroll, so I can actually get more cards into my hand. Main goal is to guarantee next turn Eruption here. And we don't get it, but we can bank 2 energy via Vigilance, and I'll be doing that. Rorg indeed. Sir Nub. This won't be enough to KO, though, will it? Which means we what? Take 16 and then win next turn? I think so. Haggard Falcone, thanks for the 2 months of support. Yeah, I don't mind taking this bonk for 16. That's completely reasonable. Trying to figure out if there was a way to get 8, but I don't think it matters. Any 2 attacks next turn kills, and we always draw 2 attacks next turn. Okay, good talk. The value of removing a defend. If I had 1 more defend in this deck, there would be a chance we brick this turn, and that we can't kill the Gremlin Knob. But we removed a defend, and so it's guaranteed. Ink Bottle. After you play 10 cards, draw 1 card. Very nice. If I'm aggressively removing defends, I do like adding a Sanctity, which is like a defend but also card draw. A backflip, if you will. Definitely one of my favorite staple cards on Watcher. Junt, thanks for the 18 months. Why did the Watcher get fired from McDonald's? She kept asking, do you want scries with that? Oof. Working at the Golden Eye Arches. Elena says, what cards do I recommend for minimalist achievement? Got a whole video actually on that one. Exclam minimalist. Made a guide on that one. I also encourage people to share their winning minimalist strategies in the comments. So if you actually look through the YouTube comments on my minimalist guide, you'll find a lot of ideas to work with as to what can get you the achievement. Abacus is the relic that we are offered here, that we can afford. Giving us 6 block whenever the draw pile is shuffled. That can be quite a powerful block relic on Watcher. And we've already got a lot of what we need to make that pretty successful. Interesting. Very interesting. Metamorphosis plus Scrawl. I like that. That's cute. I feel like with follow-up and Consecrate, we've already got the 0-cost attacks that we want. But this could be fun, definitely. Wallop plus Remove? Pretty solid. I could also see Cut Through Fate plus Remove. Or just good old Remove. One does wonder how well Abacus might work. We could definitely shrink this deck down further if we wanted. Substantially so. I'm gonna do it. I will purchase you. Fine counting device. Don't forget, you can always count on Abacus. Alright, Eruption's our first upgrades. Probably Scroll is the second one. Oddly Smoothstone, okay. +1 dexterity. We took a Sanctity, and I like that. We're already starting to form the basis of a block engine here, although it's a less usual block engine. Block engine it is nonetheless. And yeah, rather than going... I guess we could just get 3 upgrades. Or I can grab another Elite. Elites equal money. Money equals card removes. Therefore, the Elite is a card remove. Also, lots of card rewards here. If I go this way. Probably one event. Card rewards can find me what? Card masteries, for one. Is Eruption always the best first upgrade on Watcher? I would say maybe 90% of the time, Severin. There's definitely some situations where you may want to upgrade something else first. I would, in some cases, I actually recommend a damage upgrade first. If you find, yeah, as Flintlock says, if you find a big bop of a card like Wheel Kick, Conclude, or Ragnarok, off the top of my head, these can be worth upgrading before Eruption. Eruption gives you 1 energy to play another strike, usually, so you can think of the Eruption upgrade as being +6 or +12 damage. For that reason. But if you're able to add that much damage onto another card that you're doubling, or better yet, duplicating, then that upgrade could be better. Yeah, exactly as BP Whiteout says, though, a lot of the other candidate cards you'd want to upgrade are 2 cost, and you want to be able to play them alongside Eruption. Although there are other ways to achieve this. Alright, we get a bit of an annoying little 5 slimes fight here. We've got health to spare and a fairy in a bottle, so I have no fear for quite a while here. Eruption Plus unlocks the class. A fun way to describe it. Unfortunately, this draw was pretty sad here. Guess I'll do it this way. So we take some more damage. And then we win. Hooray, winning. Everyone loves to win. Speak of the devil, Wheel Kick is here. Do we want a Wheel Kick? Well, actually. Yes. I want card draw. Alright, 5 slimes immediately followed by 4 gremlins. That's quite the, that's quite the back-to-back encounters. Looks like a pretty easy set of gremlins, though. We take out the sneaky gremlin, no problem, turn 1, and this gremlin wizard is about to get kicked in the face. So... seems like we don't have much in the way of problems. Actually, no, I'm going to kick the angry gremlin in the face. Exactly. How's it going, Joss Bro? Welcome to the live stream. Have a seat, relax, enjoy, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Boop. Bippity boop. I'd much rather have an empty mind than an empty body. The card, that is. Don't think we want any of the other stuff. I think we should be starting to skip cards unless they're either very, very good for the deck or they say plus on them, which they won't start doing until next act. Alright. Bit of a reward there for Wheel Kick. Sure. We can Miracle, Defend, take only 2 here. I like it. I like it a lot. What do I think top level Watcher win rate would be if Rushdown was gone? Still very high. Yeah, still very high. I think it would look a lot different, but I think you'd be surprised at how winnable it would still be. Even if you were to take out, say, Eruption from the Watcher starter deck, I think you'd still have a hard time giving the Watcher a hard time. Do I want a second Consecrate that doesn't say upgrade on it? No, I don't think so. Nah. Doubt? I doubt I want that. I'm here for a Parasite. You stinky serpent. I knew I should have taken another fight. Oh well. I just wanted Something. Something other than another combat with 5 slimes. How do we deal with an Egg Boy? I think what we do is either get Windmill Strike into our hand, or we play Eruption Wheel Kick and then smack it in the face a lot. Looks like it's the latter. You got it. Next turn's gonna be weird. Perfect. Could play Miracle Strike now. I will not. Okay. Ink Bottle Abacus Synergy. The power. That's kind of cool, actually. So do I scroll now? I think so. We did not get Vigilance. But I can draw one more card with Sanctity to try to get it into my hand. Or I can go aggro here. I can do Eruption Wheel Kick. Not enough to KO here. Tricky, tricky. Really don't want to be in Wrath here, taking 40 damage. We'd much rather it say 20. Suppose I'll play Sanctity. Did not get the Vigilance. Bummer. Looks like we have to tank this hit in Wrath then, which means I imagine using the block potion. Yeah, not even Wheels Kick Windmill Strike would have been a KO there, unfortunately. But that does mean that we can kill easily next turn. So we might as well just block a lot this turn. Let's see, this will be another 8 next turn, so 30 damage. 42 damage. We just need to bring you below 42. Like that. Take 9. Win the fight. I'm pretty happy with that. We probably could have gotten away with blocking one more time last turn. The Dexterity Barrage continues. We get a duality. Whenever you play an attack, gain 1 temporary dexterity. Very glad to have gone the route we did and picked up another relic here, because duality is a very good one. Adonis Incarnate, thanks for 47 months. Life hack showing off waffles in a resub message. Dang. Tam Jeb says, when is Wreath of Flame good? Works best with any Watcher attack card that either hits multiple times or has an additional effect based on damage. So Wreath of Flame is good with Consecrate, Conclude, Tantrum, Ragnarok, Wallop, and 1 or 2 others. Flying Sleeves it's okay with. Lesson Learn? That's kind of an interesting one, because you can use it to make the Lesson Learn more lethal. Is Wreath of Flame 10 damage in Wrath? Yes. Wreath of Flame is also 10 damage with Pen Nib, and 20 damage with Pen Nib in Wrath. And Vulnerable also multiplies. It's a physical damage addition. Van Burglar says, the Lesson Learn upgrade is permanent and persists after the fight. Yes. Yes. Actually, odd little tidbit, it doesn't apply until after the fight. So you cannot use the upgrade it gives you during the fight. It's only afterwards that you'll benefit from it. But yes, it's permanent for the rest of the run, and that's what makes it so good. Stack with Akabeko? Yes. The buff that Wreath of Flame gives you is the same buff as Akabeko. Akabeko. So it's actually kind of takeable here just for the Consecrate, if nothing else. But, hard to turn down a Lesson Learned. Definitely hard to turn down a Lesson Learned. It's being offered to me for free. I'm not going to say no. I am going to upgrade, I guess, Scrawl? Although if I want to kill Hexaghost comfortably, maybe we upgrade Windmill Strike. Let's upgrade Windmill Strike for this fight. Lesson Learned says we'll upgrade everything eventually. aggro do we get? I'm going to go with pretty aggro. Fury silence. All right, now we go back into calm here. Get him, Abacus. The power. The blocking. Yeah, we want to do the attacks first, that's right. So here, for example, we can go Eruption, follow-up. Do I Windmill Strike for 30, or do I keep retaining? I feel like I keep retaining here. Just go Strike. Vigilance. Yeah, we haven't held on to this for enough yet. Abacus, go! The power. Ooh, that's not good. So now we have to shuffle without the Windmill Strike. Oof. This is a very bad hand. Yeah, Wheel Kick, Eruption. That means we're shuffling the deck without Wheel Kick, Vigilance, Sanctity, or Windmill Strike. So our draw pile will be this, and we'll be in Wrath stance. Is that what we want? That sounds pretty bad. Like, we're just going to draw 3 hands in a row of absolute trash and die. Sounds like the thing is, though, this is Hexaghost. The fairy's not going to save us if we get hit by Inferno and Wrath stance. We're going to be dead 3 times over. And we have only 3 turns until Inferno. So if I Wheel Kick Eruption, I'm pretty sure we just die. The Energy Potion lets me do more damage this turn, but does nothing about the problem where... I guess I could use the Energy Potion to play Vigilance at the end, huh? And yeah, we could draw more. Like, we can do the Sanctity and the Wheel Kick and the Ink Bottle for draw 5 here. It's somewhat tempting to play just Windmill Strike, Strike here. Reshuffle all these into the deck. I guess we could keep holding Windmill Strike, too. We could do Lesson Learned Strike. That's awk. It's very awk. Oh wait, there is one Galaxy Brain line. I hadn't considered this one. I think chat was trying to point this out. What if we... Yeah, Strike... Strike, Sanctity, Vigilance. I'm actually thinking Strike, Sanctity, Lesson Learned. Just get rid of the lesson learned. I'm much more concerned with just winning this fight right now because of how weird the draw got. Strike, Sanctity, Lesson Learned. Draws Eruption off the ink bottle. We play Eruption. We have 2 energy left. I can play Lesson Learned for... Windmill Strike for 60 damage. And then all of these are going to be in the draw pile when we start drawing again. So we can redraw the Windmill Strike. We can redraw the Vigilance, the Sanctity, and the Wheel Kick. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, we get Wrath into 18x2, which definitely could go bad, and it did here. That's what the Fairy is for, thankfully. But we get the kill. And like I said, if we got to the Inferno, the Fairy wouldn't save us. So we're through. Was that the ideal way to get through that fight? I don't know. But what I do know is that we were certainly staring down death, potentially, with some of the draw weirdity we had there. So I'm pretty happy with our outcome here. Dying is a resource. Two-Ed's been having some success, decent success taking Wish. It can be very good. You have to be willing to not always try to play it for money if you want Wish to really be successful. Sometimes you just have to not play it at all. Cinnamon Chair says, how is Corruption, Feel No Pain, Dark Embrace, Exodia? Don't you just exhaust all your deck and then die? No, you exhaust all your deck and then the enemies die. And the fight is over and you win. But that does require some deliberate deck building. It's certainly possible if you don't have enough. I like to call it fuel. If you don't have enough fuel, then yes, you'll sputter out, and you will perish against enemies. But as long as there's enough skills in the deck, and you really don't need that many, you can just do whatever you want. It's great. I am not sure what I want to pick here. Vault Windmill Strike's actually really nice. Because Vault will make the Windmill Strike do more damage. Can't scale Windmill Strike normally. You have to get extra turns, and there's no way in Slay the Spire to get extra turns. Or is there? Or is there? We've got a Runic Pyramid or a Pandora's Box. Wow, what choices. Oh, those are tough choices. I don't even think I get to look at the Philosopher's Stone here. These are 2 of the juiciest boss relics the game has. Pandora's Box transforms all remaining strike and defend cards, which would be 7 transforms. A very good Pandora's Box. Random cards are on average better than strike or defend. The other option, Runic Pyramid, we no longer discard our hand at the end of each turn. That allows us to make each hand maximally impactful, and is going to make the lesson learned way easier to land. Actually, yeah, Pyramid lesson learned is ridiculous. And would let us build Divinity really easily. Oof. Arguably even makes the Abacus better. Yeah, I'm going Runic Pyramid here. Having thought about it, that is a pretty good Pandora's Box, but just the lesson learned alone makes Pyramid crazy good. The fact that I can aggressively draft Prostrates is even better. Truly. How do we want to do this? Fighting a Burning Elite make any sense this act? Probably not, huh? Path up the left looks more reasonable. Okay. We'll leave the Burning Act for the last... The Burning Elite for the last act. Do something like... either this or this. We'll see how the early fights go. I think with Runic Pyramid, though, we'll be, again, mostly fine. Almost entirely fine. Next turn, please. Thanks. I think we'll just triple defend on this turn, unfortunately. Not quite able to get the lesson learned kill in a way that I saw, but now we are. And immediately we hit the scroll upgrade, which is going to help our life a lot. I think we should also take one of either Tranquility or Crescendo, not because they retain, but rather because when upgraded, they are 0-cost Wrath and Calm entry, respectively. And that is going to allow us to have more energy efficiency during our turns. In particular, I'm liking Tranquility here. Scroll less or more good with Pyramid? I like to think more good. It lets you fill your hand up, and then you can actually use the retain of the Runic Pyramid. Is Duality insane with orange pellets? Yes. Let's go Tranquility. Yeah, very insane. Halt! Today is the day I must settle the score with the murderer of my beloved pet Noodles. Till then, you may not pass. I'm all for a good cause, sir. For Noodles. Clash Krang Pow. You win the bet. Unsure what to think, you grab your winnings and leave. Alright, well, let's fight an elite then. Yeah. Oh, brave Noodles. Alright, I see a lot of things that are nice here. You can win that bet? It's true. Yeah, I see a lot of really good things here. Centennial Puzzle's crazy good card draw. With elites coming up this act, I really like the Sling. Sling of Courage gives us 2 strength during elite fights, which the Watcher can really capitalize on. We can buy another card remove, which definitely looks good to me. Might also want to buy a Fear Potion or a Swift Potion. I'm thinking a Fear Potion going into the elites. Do I want a Talk to the Hand? Maybe. Puzzle? Maybe. Mental Fortress? Maybe. The Vault Scroll Pyramid does make puzzle maybe overkill sometimes. I'm gonna go card remove here. Dunk and defend. I don't think Mental Fortress is actually going to help me this act. I'm going to keep the rest of this cash. Actually, yeah, I can't afford that Flash of Steel. I would buy Flash of Steel now if I could, but I can't. Greetings! Thief nerds. See, Vigilance, Sanctity, Defend would be a full block. Sets us up for next turn? Sure. Be 22 already. Playing Consecrate follow-up would let me draw more cards next turn, which we should probably do. Ooh, and we got Windmill Strike into our hand. Even better. Eruption, Windmill Strike kills this one. We can go back into Calm with Tranquility. I don't think I can get them both. And it feels like I have to take 11 here. Love Runic Pyramid the most. It's true. It's true. Actually, it does not kill the back one. You're right. That's only 39 damage. Uh-oh. Bummer. Will Kick does identical damage to Windmill Strike. It's not an upgraded Will Kick. So that has the exact same situation, right? We go to 4 energy. After playing this, we have 2 energy. Okay, so I can actually still do that. Yeah, we take 11. Okay, that's fine. Only 2 more to play the defend? I don't think that's going to help. Yeah. It's all good. Actually does too much damage in Wrath, so I'm playing it the other way. There we go. Halt Plus. Exceedingly good card with Duality, Oddly Smooth Stone, and Runic Pyramid all. Block for a bajillion for 0 energy when in Wrath. Yes. Now we really need another way to get into Wrath stance, though. Oof. It's not the opening hand you want against the Snecko here. Confusion plus Runic Pyramid equals a little bit of yikes. This could be bad, or it could be really, really good. Looks like it's pretty bad at first glance. Got some 2-cost cards that really ought not to be 2-cost. Plays hard. Okay, 0-cost Vault makes up for it, though. Last I checked. Miracle this scroll? Yeah. Easy. Alright, Snecko was kind to us today. It looks like. Yeah. Life's good. Another upgraded strike ain't so bad. Conclude Plus slaps pretty hard in AoE. We got Consecrate for that, though. Empty Body, Collect. I'm a little bit afraid of this elite fight. But only a little bit. Not afraid enough to take a Conclude here. It's Gremlin Leader, and we drew Scrawl turn 1, so life looks pretty good here. Yeah, life looks just fine. You got. Excellent. 11 plus 14, kill you 2. Just play that. Summon your minions, if you must, but they will not save you. Do I want to use the Fear Potion on the Gremlin Leader here? Get some extra damage dealt. Doesn't feel to me like that's necessary, but it might be. Definitely might be. Much rather have it for this elite, though, yeah? Almost assuredly. Let's just get some damage dealt. Get Defend out of my hand. Okay, yeah, I think that's fine. Are getting attacked here. That's actually good, because I can go Halt, Sanctity, Vigilance with Abacus block. That seems great, actually. And I could even snipe both gremlins with Strike and Wheel Kick here. In fact, I don't even have to use the Miracle, I can just play Tranquility. Beautiful. Simply beautiful. We're to draw one there. Not a very good vault. Really need to upgrade that vault so that it's not so bad. But that's a problem for future Baylor. Gonna play that just so that I guarantee draw the Eruption here. Strike you, lesson learned you. Let's get Ink Bottle of 9 here. Strikes are all plus now. And we get a Bottled Lightning. Click. Draw a full hand on turn 1. Actually, a second follow-up doesn't seem very bad at all. Talk to the hand's also quite good here. Actually, not that good. With the duality? Yeah, I'm going to take a follow-up here. We haven't gotten follow-up mastery either. This way. Don't you weaken me. Alright, Bird's gonna get off the ground next turn. Let's actually just lesson learn the Chosen, I suppose. That'll work just fine. Easy peasy. Dang it. Whatever, I'll take another halt. 2 halts are better than 1. Still need another Wrath card, though. And I really like Fear Potion, Stance Potion. With a Bottled Scrawl, I'm no longer afraid of elites at all. We should be able to just completely brick, like, smash their faces in pretty easily. Like 3 Slavers? Not on my watch. Do I just vault now? Keep the scroll in my hand for later? Sure. Shinjo! Thanks for 33 months. My body is ready. Decent time to consider the stance potion. Ready for Shunjo to join the list of channel cuties? Heck yeah. Welcome, Shunjo. Welcome to the list. Cutie alert. Show those waffles, Twitch chat. Let's get some celebration going on for another beloved channel cutie. Intergalactic God King making it rain. Heck yeah. And good Ketatu, thanks for 55. They don't stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming. They don't stop coming. So how do we want to play this? Miracle, Vigilance, Scrawl, then we decide whether we're going to use the thing or not. I'm going to go with yes. Make it so. $34. Guess that's still fine, right? Halt. Good potion. Turns out having a bonus strength in elite fights really makes a difference. Get a ceramic fish, additional money per card we add, although I don't think we're going to add that many. We would at least like to add another parasite, right? Skip all that. Eternal Feather heals us when we visit rest sites. Sure. Sure, I'm all for a first sustain relic. Currently, this will be a 12 hit point heal for each rest site, which will be 36 health this act. If I do this path, which I probably will. So that seems good. Seems pretty good. Centurion first here. Halt for 10 block. Seems nice. It's so nice it upgraded itself. Bonk. Dex pot's not too bad. Could take another Tranquility here. Feeling like I should have taken that Crescendo. Keep skipping. Alright, Vault. You were supposed to say plus a long time ago. Gremlin Leader rematch. The re-gremlining. Attack me if you dare. Not like you could stop me anyway. Foolish Gremlin Leader. Alright, freest fight ever. This is a bit late. You don't really get much out of that, although it's good incentive to go to some more rest sites, I suppose. Or question mark rooms, rather. Second scrawl is not something that we need, but it doesn't seem like a bad thing, so I'll take it. No, it doesn't seem like a bad thing at all. As we get a more refined deck, it's going to let us have even more absurd turns. Still looking for that first prostrate. Let's get this Consecrate upgraded. Scry would have been good? No. Nothing that's per turn is going to be helpful here, because we're going to only have fights that go 2 turns. So any power that says do something at the start of each turn is completely useless to us. If it weren't for the fact that we have a vault, we wouldn't even get to turn 2. Most of the time. Here's Wallop. Wallop seems strong. Not what I'm looking for at the moment, though. Not at all what I'm looking for currently. Want energy for this fight. Bronze Tomato. Bromaton. Shamar plus strength from the sling doesn't apply here. That's just how it goes. We may get to mostly ignore the minions. Unless they steal my lesson learned, in which case I will have to acknowledge their presence and become angered by them. You can steal Vault. Vault stealing is fine. So here's the part where the hand clog becomes an issue for us. This is only an issue for right now. As soon as we get a little bit more energy, 1 or 2 more card removes, this stops becoming a problem in the same way. Bonk. Sec almost wants a blasphemy. Omniscience. Use a card in the draw pile, play it twice. I'm astonished we haven't gotten a double Omniscience run yet. Omniscience can do some fun things if we find a power worth duplicating. We haven't taken Mental Fortress or Talk to the Hand yet. But Omniscience can definitely do some good stuff. Bit expensive, though. 3 costs, normally. Even with upgrade. I'll take it. I'll take it. Almost unplayable? What if we had just an extra energy every turn? No downside here. What then? Get an extra energy at the start of our turn. We can no longer smith at rest sites? Well, we weren't doing that anyway, because lesson learn's a thing. So, yeah. Shops are going to be in short supply, it seems. Oh well. That's how it goes sometimes. in Act 4 and 3. Verily, it do be hammer time. Fusion hammer time. Alright, now we're going to find far less issues with Hand Clog, as we're able to do just a lot more with each of our turns. Here we go. Bonk. Wreath of Flame Plus. Actually, we do need 2 Consecrates, right? Let's do it. I'll lose this here potion. I'll do it. Jaspro says, do you recommend going for as many elites as possible, or is there diminishing returns? If you're trying to kill the heart, going for as many as possible on most acts is a good idea. There's certainly diminishing returns in that you have to know when too many elites will get you killed. As if you just end up dying in the elite fight, then you haven't profited at all. But generally speaking, taking the risk to fight elites early on gets you more rewards in form of money and relics, which makes you stronger so that you can fight more elites in the future more easily. The more elites you take, the easier the rest of them are, and it starts to spiral out of control in your favor, or snowball. That's the earliest we can get the spaghetti monster. Next floor, they could appear. Good reminder that we would like to get an additional copy of Parasite if possible. This deck could certainly handle a curse. No problem, like. During Wrath, gain 22 additional block, so 34 block from Halt, 0 energy. Like, what is this card? Why is it so unfair? Really doesn't seem like it should be allowed, and yet. Second wheel kick. Add it in. Duplicates of everything, I say. Any slice and dice tonight? Planning on some monster train after the Spire today. Spire, then train. Let's go on Luigi head. Hey there, hi there. A meager 10. Guess what? This already blocks for all the stuff that I need. So, yeah. I'm just gonna wheel kick you in the face now. Good talk. Could take a third copy of Halt, but I don't think I should without at least a second way to get into Wrath. Hey there, Hexith. Just wanted to say my Events Explained videos were super helpful, doing a rotating Ascension climb, and got to A7 on this first or second try with every character last night. That's awesome, Hexith. B says, would I rather have Bottle Apotheosis with Fusion Hammer or Holy Water? I assume you're meaning Bottle Apotheosis with Fusion Hammer or Bottle Apotheosis with Holy Water. Because then you get an upgraded Miracle. Or 3 upgraded Miracles, right? The upgraded version, this is the Pure Water. Yeah, Holy Water is real nice with Bottled Apotheosis, because then you have 6 retaining energy in your hand. So it would take quite a few turns for the Fusion Hammer to come out ahead. Quite a few turns indeed. I really want to go to this shop, but I'm not allowed to. We have to go to the Burning Elite here. There they are, the Writhing Mass. Hello, friend. Just the person I've been waiting for. I'm gonna hit you a bunch. You know what to do. But are you actually gonna do it? That's the question. I don't know. It can be pretty unreliable at times. So I've heard. There you are. Exactly what I wanted to see. This intent permanently adds a curse to our deck, in this case a Parasite curse, which we already have 1 copy of. Now we're 9 gold richer, thanks to the power of Ceramic Fish. Excellent. Fear No Evil Plus puts us in calm. Nice and cheap. Still need a second Wrath entry, but that'll help. Duality would be fantastic for Silent? Yeah, no kidding. I tend to say that Duality is better than Kunai, which is quite telling. Pretty good couple early turns. Thankfully, with Runic Pyramid, Nemesis is not too bad, because we can just hold the damage cards in our hand until they actually do something. But why the bottom card, though? More of the same. Cards we already have in triplicate. Or, well, duplicate. Each of these would be triplicate if we added them. And therefore I say we don't need any of them. If we sort by name here, we can see we've already got follow up, halt, scrawl, wheel kick. Nope. Oh! The Matryoshka actually pays off. Our next 2 non-boss chests contain 2 relics each. 2 relics here. Bag of Preparation, which is arguably not useful. And boat thingy. Or we can take the blue key here. We do have choice. Yeah, if only we could have swapped which one had the blue key attached to it. I think I'll take the key. With how powerful our turn 1s are often, I don't think we're going to need 10 block. Most of the time. Might just Omniscience the Eruption. For my own convenience. I think I will. I should save those for next turn. Too late. Repto's gonna be dead next turn. Don't worry about it. Right? $22, $34, $26. That sounds like enough. Let me just double check that. $82. Yeah, that's enough. Thanks, Sling of Courage. Made my life a lot easier there. We get a Shuriken. Okay, there's our offensive scaling, and now we're really going to start to slap. Starting to feel like Talk to the Hand is better and better. In particular, now that we have an Omniscience, we really want an Omniscience target. And this is that. Just Lucky is also kind of absurd with Duality here. But I'll take a Talk to the Hand. Deck's getting a little bit large. Hey, Blue Candle's actually awesome. We can play unplayable curse cards. Namely, we can play the Parasites to make room in our hand for more cards. That's great news. It's going to help us avoid hand clog in the final battles of this run. Would a Flurry of Blows be good with this deck now? It would be okay, I think. Merely okay. Let's see. Here I can play this. And since we have healing from rest sites, I don't even really have a good reason not to do this. You can get all the health back. It's that easy. More energy on turn 1 when we have Bottled Scrawl seems pretty good. Mantra came to us way too late this run. I was really hoping to pick some up earlier. Foresight's also not bad here. Not feeling it. Still want a lesson learned, of course. There we go. Wrath cards? Hello? Establishment doesn't do much of anything. It doesn't work with Runic Pyramid, which is not legally retained. Infidel Zombie, the Double Baker's Dozen. Thanks for 26 months of support. But yeah, Pyramid Establishment, not the combo you want it to be. Alas. Alas. Wheel kick, I guess. Sure, that sounds cute. Pretty decent turn 1 against Giant Head. I do say so myself. Preserved Insect. Spire Spear and Spire Shield will have less health. It's definitely valuable. No, no, and no. Although Third Eye is actually not horrible. Actually, Third Eye is pretty good. Okay, I'll take a Third Eye. I don't think it's ever collect. Go wheel kick. Why can't omniscience? Listen, learn. Okay. This map. Good thing I have an absolute buttload of block. Good talk. Duplication potion. Very, very, very strong. How many unupgraded cards are we at now? Gotten almost everything. Literally just talk to the hand? Oh. Literally just talk to the hand. So we can take just lucky here. Sure. Oh wait, Crescendo. Of course, I need the Wrath card. Yes, Crescendo will have to do. Don't be foolish. Crescendo will do. Why we took the Third Eye. Good stuff. Let's do it like this, I guess. Draw many cards. There we go. Just keep the turn going. Stop to ask why or who or what. Just do. Do as much as possible, quickly as we can. $80 block. Played Parasite 2. Actually, this worked out. Good. Don't tell me I've already got a kill on you. That would just be embarrassing for you. Donut. the Big Blanc. And boop. Easy. Awakened 1 is next. I think Awakened 1 will probably be even easier than the previous boss was. This boss doesn't naturally scale unless we play power cards, which you'll actually note there are no power cards in this deck. My grandpa's deck has no power cards. Each boss counts separately, EMP any amount of money. To flawless a boss, you have to not take any attack damage from the boss or its minions. You are allowed to take damage from your own cards, other than burns and decays. Could Omni lesson learned? How cute. Let's just do this. Next turn's a bit spooky, as this will be the multi-attack, 8 times 4. What are these? Is this strike, follow-up, scrawl? Something like that feels right. Alright, no problem. As long as we just keep gaining strength from Shuriken, this won't be too complicated. Block for 1,000,000. Drawing into here. Double halt sounds excellent. But the Windmill Strike has charged up to 94 damage now. This could be something useful in our remaining few fights. Boop. So we'll kick Tranquility here. Call. Sanctity. Yeah. Fear no evil. Into Eruption. Into Bonk. No prob. So both of those bosses counted as perfect. Even though we took 2 damage, it was only self-imposed damage from playing the curses with the blue candle. That's, for score purposes, still a perfect boss. So we get credit for both. Does the Awaken 1 kill does the kill a boss in 1 turn achievement work for Awaken 1 Phase 2? I don't think it does, DJ Banor. If it did, it would surely be the easiest way to get to the achievement, because you could set up for 20 turns with like creative AI and then kill the Awakened One's second phase on turn 1 of turn 20. So no, I don't think that counts. There's fruit here. That's what's for sale. We could remove Lesson Learned now. Yes, we could. That is the most logical removal. Clockwork would block probably just 1 dexterity from duality, although that's not a bad thing at all. We could also not play any attacks turn 1 to block vulnerable from heart, which might be very important too. But we might as well, considering there's certainly a dearth of better things to buy here. I might just buy 14 max health from Mango. Considering maybe Liquid Memories in place of the Bottled Miracle. Liquid Memories on Wheel Kick or Windmill Strike could be pretty good. Sure. And I could buy Pear card remove, but not Mango card remove. Alright. Deal. I'll take 10 health, thanks. Alright, we have a lot of energy this turn. Pretty encouraging. Oh yeah. Alright, you're actually attacking for the bigger number Spire Shield, so you are now priority target number 1. And then we'll just block this like this. Next turn we have Halt Vigilance in the worst case situation. Realistically, I'd probably just win here, yeah. Well, that was a good fight. Just make sure Ink Bottle's on 9. Excellent fight. We get a Liquid Memories anyway. Could have bought the Mango. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Swivel's not terrible, but I love the fully upgraded deck, so we're going to stick with that. Excellent, excellent, excellent setup for Heart here. So again, as long as we play no attacks this turn, we can block vulnerable. Is that a thing I want to do? I'm pretty sure I want to Omniscience Talk to the Hand. Instead of not doing anything. Actually, wait. I want to discard Omniscience and Liquid Memories it. Is what I want to do. And then I want to hit the damage cap this turn. Do we dupe it? After I Liquid Memories it? What would I duplicate? I don't even have another Omniscience target, so I don't think so. I don't think so. Can't use this to get a third Talk to the Hand, right? Unless... Yeah, can we drink the potion after we play Omniscience? I don't think so, but let's find out. I'm actually not 100% sure about this interaction. Are we allowed to sneak it in? So I drink now? This queues up the action, then I click Talk to the Hand. Oh shit, that does work? Amazing. Triple Talk to the Hand. Easy. Easy, easy. I'm probably going to need to keep this. Easy peasy. Alright, so we utterly failed to block vulnerable, but I did, yeah, some other stuff. There's 3 hands of slapping. The triple slap. I'm gonna go ahead and beseech Art of War here. Help! That's more like it. It's now 6 plus 14. Easy full block every time. No problem. Perfect. Well, this hand's bad. Hello? Keep that scroll in my hand, I guess. So we'll take a little bit here. Tori means it's really not that much damage, thankfully. This hand's still not great. Eruption and both halts are here. That's good. Tori again shuts down the next multi-hit. It's also pretty good. Get rid of that. Keep these 3. Lose the strike and the defend. Could stay in Wrath if I wanted to, I think. That might actually be nice. So I can go wheel kick, follow up, consecrate. Heck yeah. Easy. Full blocked again. $88 damage. The windmill strike takes us home. GG. It ends as it begins. GG. Super comfortable run once we got the Runic Pyramid. Really brought that whole thing into line for some easy card masteries. Wheel Kick, Follow Up, Consecrate. No prob. GG. Oh yeah, and of course, Parasite. Most importantly of all. GG. GG. I think so, Fairly. This one was pretty dang good. Might as well. Might as well. Am I still getting an error? Yes. I think as long as the VODs are unlisted, I can't mark them now. Which is a fun secondary problem. Dimitri, thanks for the 20 months of support. Appreciate the Prime sub. Highest score we've had? I think we've had over 4,000. Wow, that was a long time ago now. Pretty good score, that's for sure. GG. Look at that beautiful deck. 2 Scrawl, 2 Wheel Kick, 2 Consecrate, 2 Follow Up, 2 Halt. Another Watcher run that managed to get double defense. Still haven't mastered Strike on Defect, though. And of course, 2 Parasite. GG. Oh yeah, very clippable moment. We figured out that you're allowed to drink a duplication potion during the resolution of Omniscience. Which I'm going to have to remember, because that is strong AF. To get a triple cast on the card you duped. If you don't want to dupe the Omniscience directly. Is it possible to get 2 Curse of the Bell? It is, and we did so recently, actually. Let's see if I can find the run that involved that. I want to say that was a Watcher run. This was our Doubt Mastery. Yeah, it was this one. 2x Curse of the Bell. Watcher's been doing a lot of the curse mastering, and I'm okay with that. She can do the heavy lifting there. Pretty difficult to achieve otherwise. We just so happened to get offered... This was extra funny, right? Because we got... Yeah, we got Merchant purchased Dolly's Mirror to duplicate the Curse of the Bell, and then immediately Duplication Shrine happened on the next floor. So I got double dupe in a row. We're up to 58% of cards. Cool. 206, right? Neat. So next up is going to be an Ironclad run. Our boy in red. But it's going to be break time first. I need to refill my legs, stretch my water, grab a quick snack too. Upon my return, Twitch chat, we'll be playing some more Slay the Spire. Please, don't go nowhere.